Hi everyone, welcome back to the Gypsy Caravan. I'm Shan. How you doing? So today we are doing the second video in the Matric Dance Farewell makeup playlist. Today's makeup look is for the girls who come into the stores or go to the makeup artist, and the makeup artist will say to them, well, what are you looking for? And they go, I don't know, just make me look pretty. This is the go-to makeup look that I do when they don't quite know what they want, but they know they want some form of shiny something on their eyes, or they want to have like a smoky effect, or they want to look pretty. This is the go-to makeup look that I give for everyone. I keep it quite neutral in terms of like the brown. I don't add any color because brown is just universal, and who can go wrong with a red lip? It's got the shimmer aspect, it's got your lashes, it's got your smokiness, it's got your pop of color, it's got everything, so who can go wrong with this makeup look? But I do apologize for the lighting in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow me on all social media. So let's get into this makeup look.
First up, we're going to prime our eyelids. I'm using Paintpot as usual and a 286 brush. By now you should know how to prime your lids, girl. It's super easy. But just make sure you get the product from the inner corner to the outer corner and from your lash line all the way up to your brow bone. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill Original palette today, and I'm going to be mixing MFEO and Silk Cream together. Again with the same 286 brush. We're going to use this as a transition shade, and this is just going to go in the crease, inner corner to outer corner. You can take it as far up as you want. Just make sure to blend it out and use back and forth motions as well as circular motions. The next color we're going to go in with is Buns. This is our second transition shade, and essentially this is just going to warm up the initial shade that we went in with. I do want to create a very dimensional gradient crease today, so we are going to be paying a lot of attention to the crease area. And then the third eyeshadow we're going to go in with is Mocha. We're going to swap out our brush to a JH33, which is essentially a slightly smaller blending brush. And we're going to start concentrating the eyeshadows more lower down in the crease rather than blending them out and diffusing them. Again, like I said, I do want to create a very gradient look. Be sure to always move in back and forth motions as well as circular to create a very seamless blend. You can of course go back and forth with your big fluffy blending brush like I always do to ensure you have a very smooth and seamless blend in all of your eyeshadows. This brush is imperative. The next color we're going in with is Chip. I'm going to use both brushes for this. I'm going to apply with the JH33 brush. Keep this quite low as usual. Pack it in and blend it out using the tip of the brush. Of course, we are going to go back in with the big fluffy blending brush at the end after blending this out to again diffuse all the eyeshadows together. Make sure they melt well together. As usual, we need a seamless blend in this eyeshadow look. The crease, like I said, is super important for this eyeshadow look. So now that your crease looks a little something like this, we're going to move on to a packing brush. This is a 239 by MAC. And taking Chip again, we're going to pack this onto the lid. Make sure you get it in your lash line, inner corner, outer corner. Take it straight up to your crease. And then the next shade we're going to go in with is Meeks, which is this really pretty golden bronze eyeshadow. It is a shimmer. And with the same packing brush, we're just going to use the clean side. We're going to pack first the eyeshadow onto the entire lid. This is inner corner to outer corner, all the way up to the crease area. So essentially just the mobile lid. And then after we've packed on the eyeshadow, we're going to sweep it across so that we get that really nice metallic finish from the eyeshadow. Again, inner corner to outer corner, lash line, all the way up to the crease. Then going back in with that JH33, just go over your crease area just to kind of diffuse the glitter out, because sometimes it does transfer slightly and we do not need glitter in our crease. And then of course go in with your big fluffy blending brush to smooth over everything. I'm now taking a Sir John and Woolworths palette. This is a cream color base palette, and I'm taking the center shade here. This is more of a coppery shade. Unfortunately they don't have names, which kind of sucks, but using my finger I'm going to apply this cream color into the ball of the lid, so where my eyeball actually sits, and this is going to create that really nice dimension and movement in the lid when it hits the light. To now set that cream in place, I'm going in with a Pigment by MAC. This is Star Dream, if I'm not mistaken. It's very similar in color to that cream color base that we used. It's very coppery golden. And again, just taking that packing brush, we're going to pack the pigment onto the cream eyeshadow that we applied. And that cream eyeshadow is going to create tack and stick, which is going to allow the pigment to really grip, creating that really nice metallic movement across the lid. We're only putting this in the center so that we can create sort of a cheat halo eye, if that makes any sense. So this is what your eye should look like right now. Let's get into lashes. I'm going to curl my lashes just using an eyelash curler. I am going to be applying lashes today, and the style I'm going for is just really natural and very lengthy sort of lashes rather than like over the top dramatic. So the mascara I've chosen today is the Extended Play Gigiblack Lash Mascara because again, it's just really good for length and natural separation in the lashes. Make sure to coat your top and bottom lashes and really pull out those lashes. The falsies that I'm going to go in with today are by Ardell. These are the Wispies, and here they are. You can see it gives really nice natural length and separation without being too overly dramatic and over the top. And I think this works really well because you still need to be able to see the eyeshadow through your lashes. My skin base today, I want to go for something really glowy and natural and just super simple and easy. So my primer today, I'm going to go in with this Insta Glow Serum by Isabella Garcia. It gives a really nice glow to the skin and it's super sticky and grippy, so everything will last you throughout the evening. For foundation today, I'm going to go in with the liquid foundation by Rare Beauty. I can't remember what it's called now, but I'm in the shade W170 and I'm going to be applying that with a damp beauty sponge. I'm going to scrape off a lot of the makeup from, or a lot of the product from the doe foot applicator because a little bit of this foundation goes an extremely long way. It is a serum foundation, so it does move and has a lot of elasticity and flexibility in it, so a little bit goes a long way. That's all you need to know. And I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. I went in with 2 coats just to build up coverage because this does provide coverage but not a hell of a lot, so it's up to you how you want to wear your foundation for this look. The concealer that I went in with today is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I'm in the shade 03 Fair, and I'm just going to use this to highlight underneath my eyes and cover the 1 or 2 blemishes that are peeking through today. This is a tiny bit lighter than the foundation but not by a mile, so it's going to highlight, but it's not going to look overly highlighted. And then of course I'm just going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender. Well, it's not really a beauty blender, it's the Real Techniques one. I just call it a beauty blender. I'm then going to set the concealer with my Studio Fix powder. I'm in the shade NC20, and I'm just going to set that with a big fluffy blending brush. This is a JH32 by Morphe. And I'm just going to also hotspot certain areas in my face that tend to get quite oily. I'm also going to use this to cover my nose. My nose is incredibly oily and it can only take powder, no liquids unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm just going to smooth that underneath my eyes, set my nose, set the rest of my skin. But I still want some of that like really nice glowiness to peek through, so I'm not going to set the entire face. I'm then going to go in with that 286 from the beginning and some of that Buns eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this to really smoke out and round out the eyeshadow underneath my eye. I want this to be very dramatic, very pulled down, and a very, very extremely rounded shape. So I'm using my big fluffy blending brush to do that. So as you can see here, I created quite a nice rounded shape. I'm then going to go back in with that JH33 and some of that Chip eyeshadow. And I'm going to blend out the lash line, but only the outer third, so that I can create that really nice V shape. And then with Chip and the packing brush, I'm going to use this as kind of like an eyeliner, a tight line eyeshadow situation, and just bring that last little bit of depth into my lashes so that we have that nice gradient on the bottom as well as on the top so that everything matches. And this is what your eye should look like right now. I'm not going to go in with any liner in my waterline because I like the white that shows through. Don't forget to coat your bottom lashes. I'm just going to use the same mascara to keep everything balanced and kind of looking the same. For my brows, again, keeping them super natural, I'm just going to brush through them with a spoolie brush. And then I'm just going to set them with the brow gel set. This is Beguile by MAC. I'm just going to brush through my brows and keep them quite fluffy and full. It's quite a thick brow gel, so it's very easy to fill in the brows and fluff them out at the same time. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going in with a Pigment glitter from JLo Beauty and Inglot. This is in the shade Cosmic. And this is really weird glitter because it's gold and purple at the same time, but it shows up gold on the skin. And it's just really pretty. It complements the look and it just ties everything in together. I am not going to be contouring or bronzing today, but I am going to be doing a little bit of a bronzing situation. So I'm going to be taking my Bourjois Chocolate Slab on a 421 dome contour brush, and I am just going to bring color back into my skin. So I'm not going to be precisely contouring or precisely bronzing. I am just going to be bronzing. I'm just adding color back into the cheeks, into the hollow of my face, into the forehead, and I'm going to add some color around my nose as well, so that it kind of looks like I have some structure in my face, but it's not like overly structured. With this being quite a warm product, it is going to add that really nice warmth back into the skin because I am looking very pale at the moment. And then of course got to get rid of that double chin and sculpt out the jaw so that I don't look like an egg and that I have some angles in my face. It balances really nicely with the crease color too, I find, this bronzer. Just BT dubs. For highlighters today, I'm going to be going in with my Mika Beauty Face and Body Bronzer. It's called a bronzer, but it is definitely a highlighter. I'm in the shade Sunlight, and I'm going to be using my Smashbox Buildable Cheek Brush to create an overall glow on the cheeks. And then the only places where I'm going to be doing super precise highlighting is on my nose. It's a really nice metallic-y gold sort of highlighter, and it's super intense as well, so you can either shear this out or beam it up, just depending on the brush that you use. I'm then setting my face with the Catrice Ultra Fixing Spray. I absolutely adore the spray. It just holds everything so well. It keeps everything in place, and it is a little bit drying on my skin, but you know what? I can afford to lose a little bit of dryness in my skin for the fact that this sits so well the entire day. For my lip today, I decided to go in with a little bit of a pop of color. I'm using two lip pencils today. So to outline my lips, I'm using Cherry by MAC, which is a cool tone red lip liner. I'm then taking a Velvetease lip crayon in the shade Temper Tantrum, which is basically just orange. And I'm using this as a lipstick to fill in my lips and to give just that really nice hot cherry dimension. And then to finish off, I'm going in with a Paint and Paint lip lacquer by MAC. This is in the shade Red Enamel. It's essentially a hybrid of a lipstick and a lip gloss. And as you can see, it just works so well with both these lip liners, and it just creates the most incredible vermilion lip color. This is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you recreate this look for yourself. It has a little bit of everything for the good stuff to create a really beautiful Matric farewell makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media, and don't forget whenever you can to refer the Gypsy Caravan.